From Narrows Plaza, here for the Scratch Division title match to wrap up a brief weekend, as we had no tournament yesterday due to our first snow out in 18 years. And a rapid tournament today to get people in and out before the next wave of snow comes here in the southern Puget Sound area. Rematch of the Sunday Rainbow Lanes title match between Simon Dyke and Tommy McNeil. This time Tommy the top seed. And this time it's Simon who's climbed the ladder to get here. He's beaten Caleb Henry 207 to 196 and Aiden Ziegler 202 to 173 on a tricky pattern. Didn't look too difficult on paper, but proved to be pretty darn tricky on the lanes. Covers up that spare and leads by 10 pins as a result. This is the 2013 Women's Nationals pattern that they used in Reno. 5-to-1 ratio on the paper, but doesn't look like a lot of hold room to the left, and they look slick to the right. Is that about right?
Oh, yeah.
All right. Josh completely agrees with my analysis. Simon, a two-time champ, but it all came in one very productive weekend at Nob Hill. Won back-to-back. Knocked on the door of plenty more titles than that. But yet to come through for number 3. That was a heartbreaker for him last time at Rainbow, as he was pretty darn dominant that day. Just got to win that one last game. Way easier said than done. Even with the heavy snow out there, a pretty decent scratch turnout today. So this is not a lookout. All right, this is not a gimme title for whoever wins by any means. Oh, you won with all that snow. You still beat a lot of talent. Tommy, we decided, won his 7th title out at Rainbow. We'll have to do a full analysis later on.
That's on the Western Cup.
He's been right in that light pocket at all 3 shots here of the title match. Struck on 2 of them, but in between, unfortunately for him, was a whiffed 7-pin. And those missed makeables come back to haunt him. And meanwhile, behind me, Simon is going to be doing some quickie surgery right here. I think anybody who watches these videos knows, but if you think bowling isn't a sport, look at this meat hook he's got going on right there.
Next time exercises.
My goodness. Ball change, and boy, the exact same hit. That time he gets the 7 to tickle over. He'll take that double. Tommy is, anybody who's been around the bowling community knows, can be the biggest goofball of them all. It seems to be all business. Well, no, there goes some business. That's more Tommy. Him and Tyler Bowe were a riot together, but he got very serious against Simon last month, and he seems to have that serious game face again too. So take your time. As the Canadian uses that Marlins rosin bag incongruously.
Don't like Marlins, just all they had.
It's all they had. That makes sense. If any rosin bag was going to be at the bottom of the bargain rosin bag bin, it would probably be the Marlins. Well, gotta forget about whatever thumb issues he has. Just throw a good shot here, and that's a squeeze too. It's tricky because you've got to project the ball to the right, or else there's just not enough hold. Unless you do, but if you project it just a pinch too far right, wash out, 210, wash out. Tough break point. But his 4th consecutive easily makeable spare. No trouble at all at it. Stays right in the match as a result, 1-pin game. Northwest tour resumes in Everett in March. Have to be going back there to Jason Hoff and his crew. Thanks so much to Chris Goddard and his team here just for opening the bowl today. Just to get the building staffed is an accomplishment today. Most of that 10 inches that they've gotten here is out in that parking lot right now. Oh, again a squeeze to the left, and you can see that just will not take. At that time he wished the head pin left. You have to think that that thumb's affecting the shot somewhat here. Maybe gives a look back to his team here over to my left. Much better shot at the spare, but doesn't recover. I think he's got to get that thumb fixed first. I think that's a pretty obvious comment by me. Overall tour goes down to Phoenix next weekend, where I don't think there'll be 10 inches of snow. I'll go down and warm up. Tom with a chance to put an early hammerlock back to the other ball. 5th consecutive hit right in that spot, and 4 out of 5 strikes. We'll see if he uses the other ball on the left lane. Looks like he is. I don't know that equipment that well. My guess is that this left lane ball is a little bit stronger. Looks to have a little more surface on it as well. Try and get some commentary from Tommy on that. Funny sport bowling, that's in theory his best shot of the match, but that was a flat 10 pretty much the whole way. He misses just a pinch right. It's back in that light hit swish zone that's been carrying almost perfectly for him before that, and a little left of that, it's a flush strike. Half 10 right in that spot. Is that ball more aggressive?
The web tour?
The left lane ball?
Yeah, it's a web tour and then a spoiler alert on the right.
Tommy McNeil with the in-game commentary. Wheel. Shamelessly rooting Josh Blanchard on right now. Well, this match is going on. Got it out. Will it get back?
Yeah!
A facetious reaction from Simon, but that was a powerful strike right there. It was a loud strike. Only a 25 pin game, 15 with this strike here, and plenty of time left in the match. Big shot coming up for him. It's tight again. Yeah, just can't get that ball to lay off. Josh now sanding his own finger instead of Simon. That's not going to help him, Josh.
He didn't seal the super glue cap.
Oh, oh no. Bad break for Josh in this title match. Ooh, got to get it the hard way. No, not that way. Yikes. And with an opportunity to make a match out of this, a disastrous 7th frame open right there. Tommy, a Team USA member, he knows when the time is to put the hammer down. Can't throw it any better than that. Extends the lead to 37. Next one will just about ice it. Doesn't quite make the corner. Glimmer of hope. Tommy should still have to open, and Simon would still have to strike out. But talented bowlers, anything can happen. Oh, on a well played. Oh,
That's like me today. Still
Oh.
to Brooklyn.
I'm so sad now. I'm very sad. All right, Marshall, avenge us. To have any chance here, Dyke has to go off the sheet. 8, 9, 10, 11. Well, the last 2 times you've seen Simon on our webcasts, it's not been indicative of how well he's been bowling. Went from -4 to +115 in the 3-game semifinal today. 2-0-2-0 were good numbers on this pair going into this title match. But just not able to get it together in this finale. Come on, 6-pin.
Yeah.
Dang it.
Yeah, apparently. I'm like, yeah, 2-2. Nope.
Saying to his crowd he did a 2-2 and got essentially the exact same reaction. He might need to do one more 2-2, but referring to arrows, not boards. Might be the only shot here. His thumb has said, I surrender, I surrender. And Tommy's got himself a free ride to title number 8. Hard to win that many titles up here. We were talking with the Sicards, you know, they don't have the opportunity to travel to quite as many events as our bowlers down south do. So anywhere near 10 titles coming out of the Northwest is just outstanding. Marshall at 10, Cameron Weir around that number 2. Tommy, one of the greats to come out of this area, no question about it.
Thank you very much.
A couple pins on this ball will seal it up. It is 2:34 local. First snowflakes are on the horizon. Not too bad. There you go. He was the top seed, or he was in first place most of the day. Then he lost the lead to Aiden Ziegler in game 1 of the semis, and that irritated him because he went 268, 268 after that to regain the top seed. He said, "This is mine! You shall not pass!"
I didn't see.
It'll only, quote unquote, be 2-0, but that was the winning score all 3 games on this pair. That's right. It's an EBI product. You can plug that all you want. Well, tough pill to swallow for Simon. Again, one of the nicest kids we have out here, but I don't care how nice you are, this will get under the skin of your thumb and all various other parts. You will be back, as will everybody else in Everett in about a month. Yep. 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 Endless 10th. So
Yeah, exactly.
79. Get the endless 10th and we'll play it anyway, just to see what would happen. So you get this one, 89.99. Oh, 9. You need 3 more after that. Right. You get it.
Give him a 3 additional.
Oh, give it to him. Ah. Good stuff out of all of our bowlers here. We'll do it again in Phoenix next week. See you then.